Dear students, in this video, I'm going to explain about learning curve. This is most important topic in ACCA Performance Management. Now, let me explain in very simple words. When I was a student of ACCA like 18 years ago, at that time, when I was practicing past exam papers questions, they used to take long time. I used to take long time to solve a single question. But with the passage of time, when I kept learning, I was doing more practice, time I was spending on solving those questions reduced. So, practice makes you perfect. If you start something complex, if you're working on something complex in the beginning, you will take long. But with the passage of time, when you are doing practice, the procedure is repetitive. Then, with the passage of time, your learning will improve and you will start to take much short time to do the same task. So, here we are talking about learning curve effect. This is the same effect. Now, how we are going to solve these questions in the actual exam? Let's have a look. I'm going to explain algebraic approach. So you can see this is the formula y is equal to a into x to the power of b. So here's the formula in front of you. Y is equal to a times by x into b, where x is cumulative number of units, y is cumulative average time per unit to produce x number of units. A is the time required to produce the first unit of output. B is index of learning. You can do that on calculator. So it's log of R, which is the learning rate, divided by log of 2. So let's have a look at one of the examples that I have lined up. So you can see here in requirement A, we are going to produce 16 units. So that means X is 16. I will make this font bigger. Yes, I think now it's visible. Let me make it even bigger. Okay, X is equal to 16. Y is what we are going to calculate. A, time required to produce the first unit. So let's have a look. A is equal to 100 hours. And so B, we are going to calculate B. So B is equal to log of learning rate R divided by log of 2. So equal sign log of 0.8 divided by log of 2. I will work up to 4 decimal places. Oh, that's too much. Wait. Okay, here. So I got B negative 0.3219. Okay, so I'm going to apply this formula now. So y is equal to a, which is 100 into x, which is 16 to the power of negative 0.3219. Okay, so this is y. So this is cumulative average time per unit to produce x units. X units mean 16 units. So if I want to calculate total time to produce 16 units, then total time to produce 16 units is equal to 16 times by 40.963. So it's 655. Now, in the second requirement, question is asking for the average time per unit for the 25 units. Everything will remain the same. The only thing that is changing is now x is equal to 25. So I'm gonna pick this here. I'm going to change its color. Wait. All right. So here I'm going to change 25 and here as well. So this is cumulative average time for first 25 units. Excellent. Now we can calculate total time taken to produce 25 units. So that will be this number times by 25. We have done requirements A and B. Now the requirement C. In requirement C, they are asking the time it takes to make the 20th unit. These type of calculations for learning curve are quite common in exam. Almost in every exam, they ask for learning curve. Okay, I'm going to deal with requirement C. They are asking about the actual time to produce the 20th unit. So let's do it. We need something like this. So this is part C. We need to calculate two times. One is for 20 units total time, and then time taken to produce 19 units. The difference between these two will be actual time taken to produce 20 units. So I'm going to use this formula, the same formula, this one. Here, rather than 25, I will be using 16. So I got this. Sorry, I will be using 19. So I got this, and then the same formula, but this time I'm going to use X as 20. So I got this. So this is average time. Now I'm going to multiply this with number of units. So number of units are 19 and 20 and 19. I'm going to calculate total time for 20 units. I will take average time times by number of units, 20. I will repeat the same thing here. So the difference between these two numbers is the actual time taken to produce 20 units.